Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and I'm back with another video. Today, continuing on the collection theme, I thought I'd do my Doctor Who Blu-ray and DVD collection. It's quite a lot to get through, so let's get into it. First up, we're going to start off with the modern era of Doctor Who on DVD. My Doctor Who DVD collection is a bit all over the place because I collected these when I was a kid and they're all in volumes. So instead of having series box sets, I've just got the singular volumes. So first up, we have Series 1, Volume 1, with the episodes Rose, The End of the World, and The Inquired Dead. Fantastic reintroduction of Doctor Who. Christopher Eccleston is fantastic as the Doctor, and Billie Piper is a brilliant companion. Next up, we have Volume 2 of Series 1 with Aliens of London, World War III, and Dalek. Dalek is a fantastic episode and a fantastic reintroduction for the iconic Doctor Who villain. Next up, we have Volume 3 of Season 1, which includes The Long Game, Father's Day, The Empty Child, and The Doctor Dancers. Really good collection of episodes here. Also sees the start off of Captain Jack with John Barrowman. And this also stars Sean Pegg as well. Quite a few good episodes on that one. And then the final one of Season 1 is Volume 4, which includes Boomtown, Bad Wolf, and Part Another Ways. Boomtown, I was never really a fan of that as a kid, but now older, I quite think it's quite a hidden gem of an episode. And Bad Wolf, Part Another Ways is a fantastic ending, epic finale. After that, Christopher Eccleston left, which is a shame because I really thought he was a great Doctor. But then the guy who replaced him was arguably the best the series has ever seen, and that's with Mr. David Tennant. And this is Series 1, Volume 1 with the Christmas Invasion and New Earth. The Christmas Invasion was a fantastic introduction for David Tennant as the Doctor, which would prove to be the most iconic person for the new era of Doctor Who, and would bring the series newfound popularity. Here we have Volume 2 of Season 2, and we have Tooth and Claw, The School Reunion, and The Girl in the Fireplace. To me, all these three episodes are fantastic. I mean, Tooth and Claw is a fantastic werewolf episode. The Girl in the Fireplace is a very good episode, and School Reunion is a bit of dark fun, and it also sees Anthony Head starring, and the return of Sarah Jane Smith and K9. Next up, we have Series 2, Volume 3, and we have The Rise of the Cyberman, Age of Steel, and The Idiot's Lantern. This marks the return of the Cybermen, though they've got a new modern look thanks to being set in an alternative parallel universe. Pretty good episode, and The Idiot's Lantern is a good fun episode too. Next up, we have Series 2, Volume 4, and this has The Impossible Planet, Satan's Pit, and Love and Monsters. Fun fact is, I actually didn't mind Love and Monsters. It's a stupid episode, it really shouldn't work, but yet it's got Peter Kay in it, and I don't mind it. It's not a great episode, but I don't mind it. And the final one of Series 2 is Volume 5, and it includes Fear Her, Army of Ghosts, and Doomsday. Fear Her is, I don't really like that one. I think that's a very throwaway episode, but Army of Ghosts and Doomsday is an incredible, epic end to the Rose Tyler time as a companion. Up we have the Christmas special, The Runaway Bride, which sees Catherine Tate's debut as Donald Noble, and her and David Tennant, the chemistry here is incredible and electric. Here we have Series 3, Volume 1, which sees Freema Agyeman join in as Martha, and this is Smith & Jones, Shakespeare Code, and Gridlocked. Next up we have Series 3, Volume 2, which includes Daleks in Manhattan's Evolution of the Daleks, Lazarus Project, and 42. Volume 3, which includes Human Nature, Family of Blood, and Blink. In my opinion, I think these three episodes are the best three episodes of Series 3. And Volume 4, Utopia, Sound of the Drums, and The Last of the Time Lords. A fantastic three-parter ending for the series, and it reintroduces the Master, masterfully portrayed by John Sim. Next up we had the 2007 Christmas special, which starred Kylie Minogue. Series 4 Volume 1, Series 4 Volume 2, Series 4 Volume 3, Series 4 Volume 4. Fantastic ending to the series and a great reintroduction of Davros. Moving on, we have the Christmas special for that year, 2008, with David Morrissey. I weren't that keen on that one. And The Planet of the Dead with Michelle Ryan. Wasn't keen on this one either. And then we have the two final episodes, or two final adventures for David Tennant, with The Waters of Mars and The End of Time Part 1 and 2. Really incredible end to the series. Really enjoyed this one. It's also got Timothy Dalton in it, as well as Bernard Cribbins. Really worked. Fantastic end to both David Tennant and Russell T Davies. Right, continuing on with the Doctor Who DVD side of things, we have Series 5 of Volume 1, which introduced Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor and Karen Gillan as Amy Pond, the companion. Yeah, really great start to the Series 5 and the new era of Doctor Who with Stephen Moffat at the helm. Then we have Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4, which includes the final, it's final 4 episodes, including probably one of the best episodes of the entire run, for Vincent and the Doctor. Fantastic episode, really enjoyed that. Next up, we have the Christmas episode for that year. I wasn't really too hot on it. It was fine for what it was, but Doctor Who at Christmas don't really have the best episodes, but that one I just wasn't that keen on. Next up, we have Series 6 Part 2 on DVD, and we have that one, which includes The Impossible Astronaut, Day of the Moon, Curse of the Black Spot, and The Doctor's Wife. And this one includes The Rebel Flesh, The Almost People, and A Good Man Goes to War. Because I think I remember in this series, I think with this they started it like an Easter, and then afterwards they only did like 7 episodes and then continued the rest of the series like about 6 months later. It was really weird, honestly. Then I actually have Series 6 Part 2 and Series 7 on Blu-ray, but then we have The Day of the Doctor, which was the 50th anniversary, which saw David Tennant return to the role, as did Billie Piper as Rose Tyler. Really need to upgrade this to Blu-ray, I think. It was a fantastic episode, and it also introduced the late great John Hurt as the War Doctor. Really good episode. And the final of the modern era Doctor Who's on DVD is the complete Series 9. I actually really didn't mind this series. It was quite good. There was a lot of like 2-parters in this series, and for the most part they were all good. Yeah, you see there's quite a lot on here. I think there's like 2 different Christmas specials. For Peter Capaldi's second season, I thought he really got into the role much more better this time around. I'm still not too overly keen on Clara here, but she was alright, I suppose. But yeah, it was a thoroughly decent series overall. Not as good as the golden era of Doctor Who, but way better than what we've got now. Next up is the classic Doctor Who DVDs, then I'll go on to the Blu-rays and then the spin-off shows. First up we have The Ambassadors of Death, rather underrated John Pertwee episode. I quite enjoyed that one. It did go on a little bit too long, but I quite enjoyed it. The Ice Warriors, I wasn't that keen on this one, to be honest. It felt a little bit too slow to me. I really did like Patrick Troughton in it. We got the Sensorites. Haven't actually seen this one yet, still sealed. The Terror of the Zygons, very enjoyable. Tom Baker and the Zygons, a lot of fun. Also stars Sarah Jane Smith, Elizabeth Sladen as well. Then we have probably my favourite John Pertwee episode, Inferno. Fantastic. Love this episode. Lot to say, very tense and thrilling, and one of the best ending cliffhangers to a Doctor Who episode ever. We have The Aztecs, special edition, 2-disc set, loads of special features. Haven't seen it yet, still sealed. We have Death to the Daleks, very fun future episode of the Daleks. I quite enjoyed that one. Wasn't too long either. And then we have Day of the Daleks. Very enjoyable episode and all. I quite like that one and all. It's the double disc set. Also includes a version of it with new special effects. We've got The Deadly Assassin with Tom Baker. Haven't seen this one yet. I think this sees the return of the Master. I'm not very sure. And we've also got Paradise Towers with Sylvester McCoy. And Time of the Rainy with Sylvester McCoy. Haven't seen this one yet. Still sealed. I've heard mixed things about the Sylvester McCoy era. I haven't actually seen any of his episodes. And we have got The Reign of Terror. And this also includes some animated episodes, because I think they lost some of the episodes. And the final classic Doctor Who DVD is The Key to Time. This is a box set that includes 6 Doctor Who episodes. It's basically a season, and the story interconnects as the Doctor and Romana are trying to find the key to time. On to the Blu-rays now, and this is a bit of all mixed up. I have half on DVD, half on Blu-ray, and these are the Blu-rays. First up, we have Doctor Who, The Complete Series 7. This one contains all episodes from Series 7, as well as a couple of Christmas specials. This one sees Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill leaving as Amy and Rory, which is a shame, as I really thought they worked really well with Matt Smith. This one also includes Jenna Coleman introducing her as a Clara. Overall, it was a great series and I did enjoy it, and it was also Matt Smith's final full series. Matt Smith's final episode in the Time of the Doctor. This one also includes all the other Matt Smith Christmas specials, which is quite strange. But yeah, it was a good ending for Matt Smith. And then we move straight on to Series 8 with Peter Capaldi. A lot of people weren't really keen on Peter Capaldi, and back in the day when he first started, nor was I a bit. I did thought he was a bit too grumpy, but actually over time I really do like his portrayal of the Doctor. Clara's in it again, and I suppose she's alright, but this season also introduced Missy, which was a fantastic female version of the Master. Oh, here's another Matt Smith one, Series 6 Part 2. I thought I actually had them in order, but I didn't. This one includes 2 separate discs with episode 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12 and 13. Next up we have another Christmas episode with Peter Capaldi, and that is The Return of Dr. Mysterio. This one was fine. I can't really remember much about it. I know there's like this guy who's a superhero. It was fun. It was a Christmas special. They're never really that great, but they're always a good bit of fun. Series 10 Part 1 on Blu-ray. This introduced Pearl Mackie as Bill Potts, and honestly I thought she was great in it. I really liked her. With the return of Matt Lucas as Nardole, they worked really well with the Doctor, and it was a great sort of pairing that worked really well. Next up is Series 10 Part 2. Again, final full Peter Capaldi season, and I honestly really enjoyed this one. This whole season of Season 10 was just a lot of fun, and it reminded me a bit of the olden days of Peter Capaldi's final Doctor Who adventure in Twice Upon a Time. I've got it on 4K. I don't even have 4K, but it was actually cheaper than the Blu-ray, so there you go. So yeah, you got the 4K, I think it's here, and the Blu-ray here. This was only like £5 brand new, so it was cheaper to buy that than the Blu-ray. Continuing on with the classic Doctor Who episodes, we have Spearhead from Space, John Pertwee's first ever Doctor Who episode. Fantastic, really great remastered on Blu-ray. Must admit, it looks brilliant. Very good episode. We have The Elusive Sharda, the Doctor Who episode that was never ever completed. But this one marked the time where they actually did fully complete the lost episodes, but in animation. I actually really did enjoy this story. I thought it was rather good. And we also have the Doctor Who movie. This one is really odd. This one tried to reboot the franchise with a very Americanization of the series, and it worked and it didn't work. Paul McGann was a great Doctor, but it just heavily leaned onto the Americanisms, and it just didn't work. It kind of fell apart. It felt very 90s, but thankfully Russell T Davies took the best parts of this and the classic Doctor Who to make the brilliant revival we know today. And the final Blu-ray is Doctor Who The Macra Terror. I've never really been that big a fan of these full-on Doctor Who animated episodes, but I thought I'd give this one a go as it was like super cheap. This was only like a £5. And that's all my Doctor Who Blu-rays. I haven't got any series 11 or 12 because honestly I really don't like this new era of Doctor Who. The writing isn't very good and I could be here all day talking about why I don't like it. On to the spin-offs. And finally I thought I'd end off talking about the Sarah Jane Adventures. I have seen Torchwood, but I haven't got any of the series on DVD or Blu-ray, but I do have the complete Sarah Jane Adventures. So first up we have the episode that started it all off, The Invasion of the Bane. This was aired like I think New Year's or Easter, way back in like 2006 or 7. And then it led to the first series, which was brilliant. Nice big box set as well. The second season, which saw the girl from the first series leave, and we had a new girl called Rani or something. I can't remember her name. Series 3 and Series 4. Unfortunately, Elizabeth Sladen passed away during the filming of this series, so this was a very short series, and that was the 5th series, where she actually had a daughter in this one. So with that, my Doctor Who Blu-ray and DVD collection is completed. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could like and subscribe, that would be totally awesome. Why don't you tell me about your Doctor Who collection and your favourite Doctor Who episodes or Doctors in the comments section down below. And as always, thank you for watching this video, and until next time, bye.